Peace. When most people think about country music, whether they want to admit it or not, they think of a white singer with a strong southern accent, a white band, or associated with white culture in general. The majority of today's biggest and most notable country singers today and in the past have in common cases been white. Out of the 158 members in the Country Music Hall of Fame, only 3 African Americans have been inducted. DeFord Bailey in 2005, Charley Pride in 2000, and Ray Charles in 2022. Country music began with black people. Country music began with the banjo. The modern-day banjo derives from an African instrument made from gourds called the akonting. When enslaved Africans were taken from Africa to America during slavery, they brought their instruments with them. During slavery, Africans created and sang hymns, also referred to as Negro spirituals. Negro spirituals led to the developments of not only country music, but also gospel music, hip-hop, rock, pop, jazz, R&B, the blues, and other popular musical genres we enjoy today. In the early 1800s, the banjo was an exclusively black instrument. It was unusual and unheard of for a white person to possess and especially play the banjo, until minstrel shows changed it all. Minstrel shows were popular at this time. These shows were filled with stereotypes and anti-black performances to white audiences, oftentimes including the banjo. This introduced the banjo to white audiences in a palatable way, which made the banjo become quickly appropriated by white people. Side note, car maker or automaker Henry Ford put more money into promoting country music in the 1920s than anyone else. Jazz was very popular and on the rise, so he did his best to get rid of it. He saw jazz music as urban decadence of couples jazz dancing. Hillbilly music, later renamed country music, became the popular music in the South. It did not solely center around the banjo, as the first hillbilly artists took inspirations from Negro spirituals or hymns and the blues. In the early 1900s, while America was deeply segregated during racist Jim Crow laws, black and white hillbilly artists regularly collaborated on songs. Nearly 50 African American singers and musicians appeared on commercial hillbilly records between those years. After World War I, hillbilly music was officially rebranded as country music and commercialized. Major record labels wanted to sell country music, but couldn't because the music would be deemed integrated with black and white people, and that was bad for business. This resulted in many black artists, once on famous records, receiving no recognition for their music, and the covers of their songs and albums were sold with white faces on it instead of their black faces. Suddenly, country music became marketed as white music. White audiences then adopted country music as their own, and as they moved north, white Southerners brought country music with them, further spreading the notion that country music was white music. Meanwhile, black artists, musicians, and their contributions were effectively erased in the white mainstream from their own genre.